Hi, this is Ahmed from SLA Tutorials. In this video, I'm gonna set up the ASA with multi internet lines and make some kind of high availability in case one of the lines is down. We move the internet to the other line so that we have some kind of high availability and no internet drop. So in this video I'm gonna cover an ASA firewall 5505 on the version that is 9. So here is the configuration. I have the version 9 and model 5505. I have the interfaces right here. I have one inside interface that is for my internal network, and I have 3 ISPs using 3 interfaces on my ASA. So I have the outside interface, and this is the Wi-Fi, and this is the telecom, and this is the wireless. My ISPs are wireless backup. This is on one of the ISPs, and the ISP is telecom, and the third ISP is called in the outside. So I have the steps that's required so that we do the settings on the ASA. Here's the steps on a nutshell. Number 1, you have to add the route settings, route rules, which is the default route, right? And choose the default gateway based on your ISP. And as you see, there is something that is called the track number, right? So the forwarding of the default route is going to be based on the track, on the status of the track, right? Then we add the track options, the SLA monitor and the track options on the ASA. Then we make sure that we have the NAT rules for the 3 ISP lines that exist on the ASA. Then I'm gonna test and disconnect one of the lines and test the result using the TeamViewer computer. I have a computer that is on TeamViewer right here. This is on the internal network, and I can do the traceroute and check from which ISP line I am out, right? So right now I want to talk a little bit about the routing and the track. So when you add a route here on the ASA, on the static routes, as you see, those are the routes that I'm focusing on, the route on telecom and outside on the wireless backup. So you can skip those routes. As you see, those little routes, you can just skip them. I just added them so that when I do that video, I don't have the drop connection of the ASDM session, right? So you can forget that and that and that and that and that and that, right? Just focus on that, telecom, outside, and the wireless backup, which are the my internet lines, right? So there is a rule that's called when you have the same destination, right? As you see, I have 3 rules that point to the same destination. The same destination right here is the default route, any, which is 0.0.0.0.0.0.0. This is equal to any, right? Or which is equal to the default route. So I have 3 rules that matching the same destination. In this case, how the ASA will forward the packets? The answer is it's using on the lowest administrative distance, or the lowest metric, right? So here, as you see, we have the metric number 10, right? If you edit, we have the metric number 10. Here we have the metric number 5, and here we have the metric number 30. Great. So what does that mean? Here is the metric, and here's the metric, and here is the metric, right? So I'm gonna select with other color right there, right? So the ASA will say, hey, I have the route that is have the lower metric, so I'm gonna choose that route. If this route is down, right, I'm gonna choose the route that have the lowest metric. So when you compare 30 with 10, the 10 will win. Once it win, it will route all the traffic through that line, you know. So this is an important thing that we gotta use in this video before we go ahead and continue the tutorial. So again, I have telecom outside and the wireless backup. This is the administrative distance or the metric. You can say the metric in this video because in the ASA we deal with metric 10, and this is number 5, which is 10, and this is which is 30. So which is the most priority? Which is the most granular? Which is the route that's granular to the ASA? This, which it has the 5. Then which second one? This, which has 10, because 10 is lower than 30. Then this is gonna be the last resort, or the last you can imagine the last trial, right? But I don't want that. Imagine if I left it on that case without any kind of tracking, you know. So let's forget about the tracking. I have no tracking right here, no monitoring. I just have 3 rules that I've just talking about: the wireless and the telecom and the 5. So which is the rule? Which is the internet that's being used? This. So let's verify. Now I go to the TeamViewer computer and do traceroute to the internet. Which one is used? The one that starts with 116, which is this. Right? So say that this line is down. If this line is down, so this rule is gonna be removed. You can imagine as a removed rule from the ASA, and this rule is gonna be the winner because it has 10 metric, which is lower than the 30. Right? Now I wanna have the benefit of from my internet lines. I wanna say if this line is down, right? Please switch to the other line, which is telecom. If was telecom down, please switch to the wireless backup. So how this gonna be implemented? You can imagine the ASA as somebody who's doing the ping, right? Let's say I'm doing ping to the internet, and if the ping to the internet was down for a specific time for a specific destination, please remove this rule, right? So I'm gonna matching this rule with some kind that's called track. So if the track is down, so this rule is considered as not exist, right? So I'm gonna go edit and create a track, right? Let's say 5, and I wanna ping the Google, the DNS server, which is Google, right? And the track from the source interface, which is outside. I'm gonna hit OK. I'm gonna hit OK. So what have we done? Again, we have the rule that is granular to the ASA, which has the lower metric, that is 5, and it is tracking the traffic to the Google Internet 9999. If 9999 is down, if the internet is down, if Google is down, then this rule, you can imagine it as removed from the ASA. So I'm gonna hit apply, the send, and now we have the rule that is tracking. So the question is being asked again, is the traffic is going from the ISP that's called outside from that line? Let's check. I go here and do traceroute, and I will see we are using the same ISP, which is this, the one that I'm highlighting right now. So what does that mean? That means that this track is up, right? So I'm gonna keep it up and go down to the second ISP and say create another track. Let's say track number 10. Right? And the same thing, I'm tracking the Google. If the Google is down, then this route is gonna be removed. Right? And the third one is gonna be my last resort, so I'm not using the track on the last one. So here is the setting, as you see. This is for the first one, this is for the second one, and this is for the third one. Right? So I'm gonna hit apply and send. Now in this video, I'm gonna show you if the main line is down, this, what will happen? This should be working. So I'm gonna just simulate. I'm gonna just simulate the tracking IP. How can I simulate the tracking IP to be down? I just put any dump IP that's don't have the ping, the same ping 1, 2, 3, 4. As you see, it's not responding. So this is just a simulation in this video that the route is, sorry, the track is down, right? So I'm gonna hit OK, apply, proceed, send. So I think now this track is down, and the second track that's being used, sorry, the second line that's being used is the telecom, right? So let's check from the TeamViewer computer. I think it's gonna have some time before it's back. Yeah, as you see, this is the timeout that we have faced. Now let's do traceroute -D. As you see, I am out from the second line, which is this, the telecom line. Now again, if the telecom line is down, I will go out from wireless backup. This is all the configuration that I have just done in the ASDM. You see, this for the routing, and this is for the tracking, just for the tracking. As you see, track number 10, and I'm going to the internet, which is Google, and this is the source interface that's gonna be telecom and the outside, right? So once I do that, again, those don't look at them. You just forget about them, because this is just for make sure that the terminal is not down during the switching between the routes, right? So I'm gonna switch back to Google and hit apply, send. Now there is an important thing that should be done in the beginning, as you see, which is in the NAT rules, you know. In the NAT rules, as you see, I have natting from my internal network, this, from all of the ISPs, you know. I need to NAT the inside network and choose dynamic path and choose the 3 ISPs. So this is for the one of the ISPs, and this is for the second ISPs, and this is for the third ISPs. Look here, here, and here, and here. You know why? Because if one of the internet lines is down, we need something like natting that's being done on the ASA side. So we cannot add just one single rule for the specific internet line. We have to add 3 configuration NAT lines for the 3 ISPs that I have in my ASA. So this is in a nutshell, and this is the configuration. This is the NAT section that we did check right here. So let's revise the video again. Let's revise what have we done. we have 3 internet lines. This is the working from the terminal. As you see, we go to device setup and the static rules, this 1, 2, and the third. Those are the 3 lines that is here. And I have mentioned an important thing. This route is valid if and only if the track is up, right? So when I simulating the route of the outside is down, I just change the tracked IP, this. Which is it to track 5? So I go to track 5 right here and I put something that is dumb, right? When I put 1, 2, 3, 4, this is an unreachable IP address. This put that track to be down. This track become down. Once it down, you can imagine it that the ASA has the rules as that. The ASA in this case, when the track is down, has only 2 rules. Which one will win? This. Why? Because it has lower metric from the other. The same thing, if the route that is called telecom is down, if the track was down, this, right? If this was down, then you can imagine that this rule also removed. So the total will be like that. So which one gonna be the winner? This. If this is gonna be the winner, right? So the ASA will do the normal forwarding and it will match the NAT rule that is here. So again, you have to add 3 NAT rules and the route forwarding will be controlling which IP address that you're gonna go from your ASA to the internet. I hope this video has been informative for you, and I would like to thank you for you. If you have any question, you can directly ask me on the YouTube channel below the video, or you can visit my website and ask me right here, seldomtutorial.com. Now again, after I have returned to the right tracking IP, so I guess this route is back. So when I go to the computer, traceroute, as you see, it came back to the 116, which is this. Right? So thank you for watching my video. If you like the video, you can subscribe my channel, like the video. See you next time. Thank you.